Welcome to another episode of A Poor Man's Pharmacist. My name is Seth Haslam. I'm a doctor of pharmacy. This week I wanted to share some funny stories from the pharmacy. Like any workplace, pharmacy has its own share of interesting people that come in, and as a result, we have some pretty funny stories that happen there. So the first story I wanted to relate was an individual who needed a suppository to help his constipation. He called me up and he let me know that it wasn't working. So I asked him how he was using it, and he said, well, I just rip one off and I insert it. And then I asked him, well, do you know that there's tinfoil on the suppository? And he said, no, I did not. So that's why the suppository wasn't working. It's because he forgot to take it out of the tinfoil. The next story, this happened to my dad, who is also a pharmacist. So there was an individual that came in to pay for their prescription, and they were about $10 short. So they asked my father if they could pay him in McDonald's coupons. My father said, no, let me give you the medication, just come back and you can pay for it when you can. But people can be interesting sometimes. The next funny story was a doctor writing a prescription for ibuprofen, and the directions looked really strange to me because it said, take one tablet for porn, P-O-R-N. So I called up the doctor and I asked him if that's really what he wanted the prescription to say. And he said, oh, no. I meant to say P-R-N, which is take as needed. Instead, he had written take one tablet as needed for porn. It was ibuprofen. I don't think it would help much there in that regard anyways. The next story I have, this was it's humorous, but it's also a little sad that this happened. So there was an individual who stole a prescription pad from the doctor, and they were going to try and get an illegal prescription from me. So they had written in the prescription morphine. Now, morphine is a controlled substance, and it's something that if there's a written prescription, usually we'll check with the doctor to make sure that they indeed did write the prescription. Problem is the patient wrote morphine, M-O-F-I-N-E, instead of morphine, M-O-R-P-H-I-N-E. So it's pretty obvious when it happened that this was not a legitimate prescription, and sure enough, we called the doctor, and it was not legitimate. That's all I've got this week. Thanks for listening, and have a great weekend. Bye.